seen a plate wall before, but today we're taking things one step further, showing you how you can create a built-in plate rack. It's functional, but it also makes a big statement. My next guest says it's a DIY project that you can tackle at home with results that are Instagram worthy. At least they were for Greg Navage. He is the face behind the popular Instagram account, the Navage Patch, where he and his wife tackle all kinds of DIY projects and share them online with their more than 500,000 followers. And he is joining us today via Zoom to go through this amazing wall plate project. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Brooke.
Okay, so you started this whole online project with the idea to renovate and update your Emerald Coast home. What made you decide that you wanted to document it and share your progress online?
Well, we actually started much earlier than that when we were living in Connecticut in 2013. And after a while of posting a lot of photographs to Facebook, I felt like we were boring my friends. So I started a blog. From there, it just snowballed into video. And now I'm doing mostly social media, although that blog, I'm still carrying that on as well.
That's amazing. I was an original OG blogger too, so I totally remember. I remember the spike of the blogging era. So, well, it's really fun. We love watching and learning along with you. You make it really entertaining, really educational. I feel like I really enjoy the video quality. I like how you wear a microphone, and sometimes when you're far away from the camera, we still get that really great sound quality. It just makes us feel like we're part of the project. So it's so fun to watch. Now, you have become kind of the face of the DIY account, but I know that you do this kind of hand in hand with your wife. Tell us a little bit about her role in this whole thing.
Oh, I could not do this without Handan. She is the driving force behind the Navage Patch. She's the idea maker. She's the designer. She does a ton of work on the back end. I'm just the guy with a face on the camera. I do the projects. I do the video work. I take the pictures. But I could not do this without her.
That's a really cool combination. I'm glad that you guys work so well together, and it's nice that you can take it. It sounds like you can take direction from her really well. That takes a lot of skill on your part as well.
I mean, isn't that rule number one of marriage?
It really is, right? So for you guys to work together so well, that's amazing. Well, let's talk about this project that's kind of gone viral for you. Tell me about the evolution of how the plate rack turned into an entire plate wall.
So I'm standing in my son's new house right now, and Handan wanted me to do something on this little piece of wall right here. And she had an idea for a plate rack. And I was thinking, okay, plate rack, literally little rack, couple of plates.
Yeah.
Saw the wall, started working on it. Somehow it just got bigger. I bought this big, well, it's blue now, but it's a shiplap panel. Put it up against the wall and just started working, and then I realized I was making something that was almost 8 feet tall and 4 feet wide, and it just kind of grew from there.
Well, is the shiplap functional, or was that just more of a decorative choice?
It's decorative, so it's not true shiplap. It's just a shiplap panel, and it just gives it a nice look to set it off from the wall, because the wall is just sort of boring, textured wall, and I wanted something to just really set it away from that.
Yeah, so it looks like you just used like construction adhesive to put that panel up, and then you started building the frame to fit around your giant panel.
Exactly.
Okay, and then it looks like you added some really fun color. Tell me about the color and kind of how you decided on that one.
Yeah, so two cool colors. The first one on the wall is Sherwin-Williams Ripe Olive. And originally we were thinking I would do that for the whole thing. And then we saw Sherwin-Williams Rain Cloud, which is that beautiful blue you see there. And that's their color of the year. So it kind of stood out to us. We're like, let me try this. And then we said, hey, you know what? Let's do both together. Well, I think with the stained wood, it's really going to make a statement.
Yeah, I agree. It's really eye-catching. Such a great moment. Really amazing combination of two colors that I don't think you really see together very often, but I really love it.
No.
Okay,
yeah,
so tell us how you framed it out with the wood next.
So I probably went about this the wrong way, and I will tell you guys later the right way to do it. But I just started throwing things against the wall and building it against the wall. But I discovered early on that this wall, like most walls in most houses, was not square. It was not flat. In fact, it was extremely bowed. So I ended up having to take 2 panels off of this to make it less than 4 feet, because there was such a curvature to the wall that it was just kind of rocking back and forth, and I couldn't get these wood pieces to lay on flat. So It took a little modification. It took some glue, brad nails, and screws, but I finally got everything on there nicely and use a little trim to hide the mistakes, and nobody knows.
Yeah, that's true DIY right there. When you have to add trim to hide the gaps, we all know how that goes. Well, the finished
Exactly.
project is so stunning, and your wife Handan, she really nailed it with the styling, that personal touch that you guys added, all of the little pieces, not just plates for sure. It's holding a lot more than just that.
I think that's when I really realized this was going to be a lot more than a plate rack, because she just knocked it out of the park with this styling. We've been collecting things from tag sales in different countries for years, and I think she found boxes and boxes of stuff, brought it over to our son's house, and just started doing it. And when she was done, I was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing! I can't believe it."
Yeah, it really came together. How deep are the shelves so that you can fit more, more than plates there? There looks like there's pottery and other things, so you've got to have a little bit of
Yeah.
depth on your shelves.
It's 3.5 inches. I just, that's 1 by 4 pine lumber. So it's just 3.5 inches, and that's more than enough.
That's awesome. Well, Greg,
Hmm.
this is just one of the many projects that you share on your
Oh,
social
yeah.
media. So tell us where we could follow along if we want to join with you in doing some of these fun projects.
Absolutely. I'm at the Navage Patch on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.
Amazing.
And there's also the blog. Don't forget about
Oh, yeah,
that.
don't forget the blog. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Greg. That was super fun.
Thank you so much, Brooke.